excited to be here to do
My name
this.
is Laura Foster.
Guitar player extraordinaire slash resident fun guy at Northside Baptist
Tree
Church.
O'Quinn. I'm actually Charlie's cousin.
Neil Baker.
Eddie Baines Blanton. I'm a junior at Lowndes High
Drew
School.
Peterson. I'm a student at Lowndes High School.
Alright, welcome back to the podcast, and today I have Carson Page on with me today. Man, if you just go into your story and we'll just keep on rolling.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here, Charlie. My faith started. I mean, I've always known about God. I knew it was there. I knew heaven was there, and I knew repent of your sins and follow Jesus, and you'll get to go to heaven. But I never really knew like everything and how great He was, and I never really dug into my faith until my sophomore year and the start of my junior year. I was blessed enough to go to Chrysalis, and that's a great. I encourage everyone that is the right age to go. I encourage everyone to go, and that really changed my life. But I went over to Chrysalis 3 days, I think it was, and I really just it opened my eyes. It was really a life changer. But the crazy thing was, even after that, I came back to the real world, and I feel like Satan tempted me more, and I turned away a little bit again. But I'd say probably a month after Chrysalis, bro, I don't even know. They say everyone's testimony is different. Never know. Saving when you get saved, it's always awesome. But I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. Jesus just grabbed me and He said it's time. But I was about a month after Chrysalis. I was sitting down to pray like I did every night. Just saying the basic prayer stuff. And I don't know, bro. It just hit me, and I stood up, and I was like, what's happening? Like, what am I doing? Like, I just went to Chrysalis, I learned all this, and I just came right back, and it didn't change me much, and like a light switch, bro. It just hit me, and something happened in that prayer, but Jesus really grabbed me, and that's when I would say that's truly when I would say I was saved. I was just sitting there praying one night, and it just like a light switch, bro. It hit me.
Nice. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Awesome to hear. So you also got baptized here, right?
Yep, on Father's Day last year.
Cool.
That was cool.
So that just came around, didn't it?
Yeah, it was about a year ago.
Nice. Who baptized you?
Landon. He's
Nice.
a great guy. I love Landon.
He is. He's a great guy. So how did you come to Northside though?
So actually, probably about 2 years ago, my best friend, lifelong best friend, Ty Bridges. You know Ty? He's going to Georgia Southern now. But about 2 years ago, he just texted me. He was like, "Hey, bro, I think it was right after Chrysalis, really, a few weeks right after Chrysalis." He just texted me. He was like, "Hey, bro, I know you're still trying to find a church home, and I was like, no pressure or anything, but I go to Northside, and I'd love for you to come." And I came to one service, and Pastor Robbie, man, he's every Sunday it's awesome. Pastor Robbie is truly a lifesaver, and he's always awesome. I can't thank God enough for bringing Pastor Robbie into my life, but I came that one service, and I've been hooked, man. I love this place. Shortly after that, that's when I got baptized, and never looked back. I've been going here every Sunday. We're trying every Sunday. I'm not gonna say I'm always here. I miss a few Sundays, but since then Northside's been the church home.
Awesome, bro. And you brought Smoke here, didn't you?
A few times.
I was like, because I don't know, it might have been we had one service or something, or I was going to the 10:30 for some reason, I don't know. And I walked out and I was like, he's got Smoke over here.
Yeah.
That was cool, bro. I was like, well, that was really neat. It was cool to see him. I actually had a class with him, like 9th grade, something like that. We had like 9th grade math together or something. And I think he even remembered that. I walked into one of, I think he was visiting a teacher or something. I walked in that same class, and he's like, "Do we have math together or something?" I was like, "Yeah, we did." Yeah.
It was actually he goes home a lot to his like real mother on the weekends. So it's usually on Sundays when we come, he's not actually at our house, but there was a few times he came up here with us when he was actually at our house staying on Sunday. So it was great for him to come and just learn a little bit about the Word and listen to Pastor Robbie. I mean, you can learn so much from Pastor Robbie on Sundays.
You can, and he gets so fired up.
Oh, he does. His face will get red, and I'd be like, "Pastor Robbie, take a breath."
It's like, hold up now.
Yeah.
It's like, don't pass out.
Yeah.
Like, please. Like, yeah.
And sometimes, man, I'm taking notes, and I just put my pen down. I'm just in the moment listening to him.
And I'll do that with with Noah a lot too.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I'm sitting there in youth, or if he's preaching to the congregation, I'm like, sometimes I don't take a lot of notes, but it doesn't matter because I'm so like locked into
in
what
the
he's
moment.
saying. I'm like, it's just so good, you know. And we're blessed to have so many awesome pastors.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, we don't have a bad one. I mean, we don't.
Not at all.
They work so well together, and we have a great pastoral staff.
Oh yeah.
But
man, how about the choir too?
Yeah,
Dude, the choir is always amazing.
And I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I am in it, but I'm in the early service.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for real, like the choir, it's amazing because I will tell you right now, I can't sing worth a lick.
Yeah.
But, you know, somehow God puts us all together.
Yeah, you put them together, and it's awesome.
Awesome. You know, and the orchestra too. You know, like the work they put in. Because I know a lot of people, they come in and they work. You know, they come in and practice early, or if they practice at home. Whatever,
oh yeah.
You know, they want to make sure that the best they can be.
Oh, it's always spot on, man. It's always
so good.
It'll hit you in the heart. Some of them songs, the lyrics, they do an awesome job. Very thankful for them on Sundays.
Amen. Yeah. So, what got you into baseball?
Definitely my dad. He's obviously the head coach at Lowndes, so he's always been big into baseball. He was a good player back in his day. You know, they started me off with I don't think I ever played t-ball. I think I went straight into coach pitch at a younger age, but yeah, I mean, it's always kind of just been our family thing. You know, baseball is, you know, it's God, it's family, and then it's baseball at the Page household. So, you know, baseball is just one of them things. We love it at our house, so I've always been into it. But yeah, my dad definitely brought me into the baseball world, and he's still with me in it. He's still coaching me. He's still my number one coach right now. I have the abilities I have, and I'm going to play because of him. So that's really where baseball started with my dad.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I kind of figured. I was like, you know, because I mean, I could be wrong. Like, tell me if I am. But like, I hear something about like a travel ball thing. Like, he started like with a bunch of like group of you guys, and like, you know, he like really like. I mean, and this team is like half of that, and like you've all grown with him. Like, is that?
Oh yeah. So he actually was an assistant coach at Lowndes when I was born, probably until 2013 maybe, 24, somewhere around there. And he stopped coaching at Lowndes for a little bit, and that's when he started a little travel ball group with us. And yeah, I'd say probably half the senior group played for him until he got the head coaching job at Lowndes when we were in 7th or 8th grade. But by then he already coached us up, and he'd already done a lot of things with us. And we in this group that, you know, we just won 2 state championships, a senior group. We've been together playing so long, so the chemistry was just awesome, man. We all love each other. You know, two guys have already headed off to college, and it, you know, hurts my heart. Just everyone going separate ways, but yeah, we've all been playing. Most of us been playing for my dad for a while, so that definitely plays a role in
really cool.
in how successful.
You know, here's the good thing about, you know, today's world. We have phones. We can connect with people, and you know, because I think about it. You know, my mom was telling me about, you know, I lost touch with so many people after high school. Well, they didn't have phones and all that.
Yeah.
You know, like we do now. And so you can text somebody. I mean, now if they respond, that's up to them.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, you can communicate with somebody way easier now. And like I was telling somebody was asking, like, you know, are you gonna miss like some people? Or are you gonna miss like school and all that? Well, I'll miss some other people. And the thing about it is, I will, you know, the people that I was gonna miss, I'll probably have their numbers already.
Oh yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So you can keep in touch with all of them.
And you know, one search bar and you can find someone on social media these days. So if you ever missing someone and want to know how their life's going, social media is right there. Text message, yes. Phones, there's definitely some negatives and positives, but it's definitely positive.
If you know how to use it in the right way, it can be positive, but there's definitely some negatives as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what impact has LHS had on you?
Just the people, the impact on my life, just like Northside, the people here. You know, my parents have worked at Lowndes in the school system ever since I was born, so all the staff, most of the staff is like family to me. It's just everyone there has helped me grow so much, and yeah, I'd say the biggest impact is just the people and the lifelong relationships I'm gonna have, and beyond thankful for everyone at Lowndes. You know, I am kind of ready to move on, go out and, you know, do something new.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I can't thank LHS enough for everything and the relationships I built. Yeah, stuff like that. Just the people there. That's what I'd say the biggest impact has been.
And I didn't say the same thing. You know, I am ready to go do something else because we've been doing this for 12 plus years or whatever, and you're ready to do something else for your life. But you know, definitely like the people. You know, for the majority of them, they are amazing. You know? And we can ask for better people, you know, to teach us or whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
But we have amazing people out there. But what how have you seen God work through baseball in your team? Like at Lowndes, how did
It has, and a lot of guys have also gone to Chrysalis. A lot of my teammates, and that's really awesome to see them go and learn the word and just see them grow in their faith. As a teammate, that's really awesome to see. And Mr. James Spell, you know him?
Maybe, I don't know if I do or not.
He's a pastor in Lake Park, but he's our FCA leader on Wednesdays, and he always brings great stuff in there, teaches great things in there, and really after you win 2 state championships, seeing guys thank God and know that we did that because of him, not like we obviously had to put some work into it, but just seeing that thanking him and knowing that was his plan, like that, it was awesome to see.
Right, yeah, man, that's so good. So my next question is, what was your initial reaction going back to back? How'd that feel?
It was awesome. Something that's never been done at Lowndes. It's just awesome to think about. It really didn't hit me till a few days after because you're still in that moment. But just seeing the video after we won the second one and running up and hugging my dad, that was it still gets me pretty emotional.
Yeah.
But it's just got to thank God, give praise to the man above. It was his plan, and he brought us through it. We've definitely gone through some adversity as a team together. But yeah, speechless, I guess I could say, was my initial reaction.
Yeah.
And just grateful. But it's definitely lifelong memories.
Yeah.
Something I'll never forget and something I'll always be grateful for. And the guys around me, coaches, everyone that played a role, the fans. Definitely thankful for everyone that was gone into it and just grateful.
Yeah,
really.
So good. So what are your plans for the fall?
Just getting up to Georgia Tech, really trying to settle in up there, trying to, have that feel, home away from home, and just getting a good start in my classes. Georgia Tech isn't the easiest institute in the country, so trying to get a jump start on my classes and help me be successful up there. But just put some work in the fall and, see God's plan unfold in the spring for my freshman year. Just trying to settle down up there. It's a big city of Atlanta. It's gonna be a little adjustment, but the fall, my biggest thing is probably just settling down, trying to get used to it up there, and seeing where the good Lord takes me.
And what are you expecting, like with baseball when you go up there? You're gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
So, like what are you hoping for that? What doors are you hoping to open when you go up there for baseball?
Just getting under a lot of those older guys' wings. And just the great coaching staff up there, just really helping develop me as a baseball player, and also as a man. You go to college, you want to develop your character as well. So, really, I'm excited to learn from all those guys, the guys that have already done it, and the coaches that have been there for a while. I'm really just trying to learn from them and listen to their wisdom and just follow their lead. I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I have to learn from them. And in the fall and through the rest of my time up there, however long I'm up there, I'm really ready to learn from those guys and see what can happen.
Yeah, man, because you might find some lifelong mentors.
Definitely.
So now we're going to go into those youth questions that we talked about earlier. So when you look at the youth today, do you see hope, or are you worried about the future?
I would say it's kind of half, kind of split. I had to think about that question, but I really think it depends on the parents. There's some great parents out there that are really strict on their kids and teach them, take them to church, teach them the right ways, punish them the way when you need to, and then I think there's some parents out there that don't do as well. So I think there's definitely hope. The kids out there that have great parents or that know right from wrong from an early age, I think they're definitely gonna help. They're gonna be the leaders in the world, and I think there's hope. Any world that God created, I think there's hope, and there will always be hope. But there's definitely some bad things that are going on in the world too, and it's going to affect them. Kids are learning things they don't need to learn at an early age, and social media, like we were talking about earlier, is definitely playing a role in that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I think there's hope. There's definitely some hope still there, and it really just depends on those. I really think it depends on the parents.
Yeah, because you got to have a strong foundation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The parents at home, the kids are going to learn from the parents, and they're going to, do what the parents accept. So, yeah, I think it really unfolds on the parents, and just them teaching kids right from wrong. I think that's what it's gonna boil down to.
Yeah, and I was, there's been a few times where I've like been in a store or whatever, whatnot, and I'm thinking, I see like a kid misbehaving, and like they don't really like discipline the kid. I'm like, I get you're in public, but like you got to do something right then. If you like do something like, I don't know, an hour later, they're like, what was that for? Like, they're not gonna know, or if you don't do it at all, And
It's like Pastor Robbie a few weeks ago. I don't remember when it was when he was talking about he broke a glass window with a rock with his friend, and he got his butt tore up a little bit. Like, you got to have that. Like, you got to be disciplined. And that was a funny story.
That was funny.
Sorry, Pastor Robbie, for laughing at your.
Hey, I think everybody did.
Yeah.
I think he meant it for everybody to laugh.
Sorry for laughing at your pain, but it was a great story, and he was right. You got to have discipline.
You do. Right. You definitely do. Yeah, man. So, what advice would you give to someone struggling to navigate this world in a biblical way?
Just turn to God. Prayer is so strong. I truly believe that, and just if you're struggling with something, open up the Bible, read. That always helps me. I mean, it helps everyone, I think, but
right.
Just turning to God, thinking in the moment. If you're struggling with something, like, what would Jesus do here? What would He want me to do here? And just turn to the Lord. I mean, there's definitely some temptations in this world, a lot of them, and Satan's actively working, trying to get you to follow those. But yeah, I think just opening the Bible, praying, just finding a way to turn to the Lord in those times when you're struggling is the biggest thing you can do.
Amen. Yeah. So, if you could describe LHS in one word, what would it be and why?
Family, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's they have the same one Lowndes, and
right.
It's so true. Like, everyone's a family. I would definitely say I don't think anyone's treated different than anybody. Like, we're all one big family up there, and they're always there for you. If you need to talk to a teacher, they'll be down to talk to you. And yeah, if I had to say one word, it'd definitely be family, lifelong family for me. Love Lowndes, and I'm so grateful for them.
And I can definitely tell, like, towards like the end of me being a senior, they kind of treated me more as like a friend rather than just like a student. Like, I'm still a student, but like, there's more of a friend relationship in there, and that was really cool because like I would talk to some of my teachers like from freshman year, and like I'm more of their friends now rather than just like their student. Yeah. And so that was really cool to see because they know we've grown up, and so they don't have to treat us like like we're like we're 10. Yeah. So it's really cool to see that. But what is your life verse, and why is it your life verse?
So I probably have two. I wear. I mean, this is a very basic one everyone knows, but Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This. I mean, it's basic, but everyone knows it. But it's so true. And then Romans 8:18. The pain you're feeling today doesn't compare to the joy coming. If you know that, if you're going through something and you know that verse, it's okay. Like, you have that sense of confidence, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, Jesus is working, God's working, and He's working for the better. I may not be able to see it right now, but He's working. And those two verses are, I think most people that read the Bible and know about God know those verses, and they're kind of basic, but they're so true and they're so powerful. So if I had one life verse, it'd probably be Romans 8:18. But those two are really what I turn to in difficult times or times where I just need some uplifting. Those two would definitely be my two life verses.
That's good, man. Well, that's all the questions I have, but is there any words of encouragement or anything like that? Prayer or anything that you want to, or anything you want to plug or anything like that before we get out of here?
I don't think so, bro. You got anything you need me to pray for you for?
Not at the moment. Maybe the podcast, just continuous consistency. Because, I've been able to drop an episode every single day for almost 2 years straight. Really? And just praying for that, because that involves me trying to, interview people and get them to schedule them. And people are busy. And also there's sickness involved and traveling and things like that. And I'm trying to make sure one gets dropped every single week. Yeah. But the Lord's allowed me to do that,
God's working for you, man. That's awesome. 2 years, that's awesome.
And they already want me to come back for FCA too and interview Emily. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do it again. I'm not going to complain. I might be a little nervous, but
Emily,
I'm going to do it again.
Faircloth? Oh, she got baptized yesterday. And by her brother. That was awesome.
I know, dude.
It was awesome to see.
That was so good. That was so awesome. And also, it's so cool that Northside allows that. for family members or whatever to come and help baptize their loved ones. It's so good. But man, it's been a pleasure to have you on, and who knows, we might get to do it again someday.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. With another episode of the Young Minds Podcast coming to a close, I just want to remind you that you are never alone and faith is action. So let's get out there.